I'm Amara Orth, and I'm a scientist. I live on a honeybee farm, and my grandparents are commercial beekeepers. I've been doing science fair competitions since I was about in 7th grade. My mom, she's a professor, and ever since I was little, I remember using pipettes in her office to make different concoctions using cough drops. Since my grandparents keep bees, I always remember whenever we'd go over there playing with the bees and kind of just being fascinated and wanting to learn more about them. Today I was at the State Science Technology Fair of Iowa. I had to get interviewed by a lot of different judges about my project, and I also got to meet a lot of people from the public. My project is over honeybee vibroacoustics. I looked at honeybee vibroacoustics, which are sound vibrations. I used a machine learning model called hidden Markov models. In my project, I wanted to train the hidden Markov model to be able to recognize honeybee vibroacoustics to be able to determine the specific health state of the hive. I recorded audio samples, and what I found in my project was that the hidden Markov model allowed for pattern development. So for example, in this diagram here, it shows a collected swarm that slowly transitioned until it later died in November. And it allows beekeepers to know the health of their hive, sometimes before it's even visible to them. My grandpa, he always talks about how you can kind of hear a difference in how the hives sound. He always hears, oh, the bees sounded different today. And he said that one time, that made me curious. I was like, I wonder if I can look at how the sounds that the bees make is actually related to the health of the hive. I included these spectrograms here to kind of show that it's kind of difficult to determine the specific health state just by looking at them. So for example, if you weren't given the names, all you see are just colored lines. So for example, here, this is wing beat harmonics. I found it very difficult to get the correct health state recognized from the machine learning if I just isolated that, and I found it better if I just did the whole entire audio snippet. When I first started my project in early 2020, during COVID, so I wanted to have a project that I could do at home that wouldn't take too many materials, and a lot of the universities near me were closed, and that's how I kind of came across vibroacoustics and machine learning. And when I started getting going, I didn't have much of a coding background, and it took almost 2 years of trial and error to actually get my project to work. And then eventually this year, I found the right microphones, and I just got the right setup to be able to get it to work out. And I was able to make this diagram, and when I saw that, it's kind of like an aha moment, because I was like, I finally got it to work. I finally have something that can show what's going on in the hive and kind of actually be able to help people. So I find this work important because honeybees around the world are experiencing some of the highest rates of colony loss in recorded human history, especially in the Midwest. In the Midwest, we see some of the highest rates of colony loss in the world. And especially since I live on a honeybee farm, I wanted to have a project that would be able to not only impact my family, but also beekeepers around the United States and around the world. So in the future, I want to have a public platform for hosting my model that would allow beekeepers around the world to be able to upload their audio and to know the health state and be able to take mitigation strategies to help protect their hive.